Hello friends, back with me again, Joseph, your host, and welcome back to our channel and the Saint Story for Kids. In this episode, we are going back to 6th century Spain to meet our saint. His name is Saint Isidore of Seville. Saint Isidore of Seville was a renowned Spanish scholar and the Archbishop of Seville for nearly 40 years. He's often called the schoolmaster of the Middle Ages. He is considered the last of the ancient Christian philosophers, and a key figure in preserving classical knowledge during a time of cultural transition. Isidore was born around 560 AD in Cartagena, Spain. He came from a family of saints. His brother Leander was also a bishop and his sister Florentina was a nun. Isidore had a strong education, which later helped him write many books and teach others. So friends, without further ado, let us take a look and dive deeper into his story. Like I said just now, Isidore of Seville was born around 560 AD in Cartagena, Spain. His family was well known and very religious. His parents were Severinus and Theodora, who were faithful Catholics. Isidore had 3 siblings: Leander, Fulgentius, and Florentina. All of them became saints in the Catholic Church. Isidore's family was committed to learning and the faith. His older brother Leander played a big role in Isidore's education. Leander was already a bishop, and he wanted Isidore to become educated too. Isidore studied Latin, Greek, and Hebrew. He also learned about history, philosophy, and theology. As a young boy, Isidore struggled with his studies. At one point, he even tried to run away from school, but his family encouraged him to keep learning. Later became a dedicated student. His strong education prepared him to lead the church and write many important books. Growing up, Isidore saw how his family worked to spread the Catholic faith. This had a big influence on him. It shaped his life's mission, to teach others about the faith and to preserve knowledge. This mission would guide him as he grew into a leader of the church. Isidore became the Bishop of Seville in 600 AD. He followed his brother Leander, who had been the bishop before him. As bishop, Isidore was a strong leader, wanted to bring unity to the church in Spain. He also worked to strengthen the faith of the people. One of Isidore's biggest goals was to teach people the Catholic faith. He encouraged priests to focus on education. He believed that an educated clergy could teach the people better. Isidore wanted everyone, including common people, to learn about the faith. He also helped establish schools and churches and monasteries to make education more available. Isidore of Seville played a key role in church councils. He led the 4th Council of Toledo in 633 AD. This council helped set important rules for the church in Spain. It also encouraged the use of Latin in Mass and prayers. This helped create unity among Spanish Christians. Isidore also worked to end the division between Catholics and Arians. The Arians did not accept the full teachings of the church, but Isidore helped convert them to Catholicism. This brought greater peace and unity to the Spanish church. As Bishop, Isidore cared for the poor. He used church resources to help those in need. He believed that the church should serve everyone, not just the wealthy. His work as a leader helped strengthen the church in Spain for many years. Saint Isidore of Seville was not only a bishop, he was also a great scholar. His most famous work is called the Etymologiae. This was an encyclopedia of all the knowledge of his time. Isidore wanted to organize information so that people could learn easily. The Etymologies became the main textbook for nearly 9 centuries. The Etymologies was like the Wikipedia of the Middle Ages. It had 20 volumes covering many topics, like grammar, medicine, history, geography, and even animals. Isidore wanted people to have access to all the basic knowledge in one place. He believed that this would help people understand the world and the faith better. Isidore of Seville also made some simple but important changes to writing. He invented the use of the period, comma, and colon. This made writing easier to read and understand. These punctuation marks became standard in written language. Isidore's work helped improve communication for future generations. Because of his efforts to share knowledge, Isidore is sometimes called the patron saint of the internet. He wanted to make information available to everyone, just like the internet does today. His etymologies brought knowledge to many people. It helped spread learning in Europe during the early Middle Ages. However, friends, now we also have Saint Carlo Acutis for the patron saint of internet, computer users, and students. Isidore of Seville's encyclopedia showed his love for education and teaching. He knew that knowledge could strengthen both the church and society. By preserving and sharing information, Isidore helped shape learning for many centuries. When Isidore of Seville became bishop, the Visigoths ruled Spain. The Visigoths were Christians, but they followed Arianism. Arians did not believe in the full divinity of Jesus Christ. This caused division among Christians in Spain. Isidore wanted to change this and bring unity to the church. Isidore worked hard to convert the Visigoths to the Catholic faith. He preached and taught them about the true teachings of the church. He explained the importance of believing in the full divinity of Jesus. His clear teaching helped many Visigoths understand and accept Catholic beliefs. Isidore of Seville also worked closely with King Record, the Visigoth king. Record converted to Catholicism in 587 AD before Isidore became bishop. Isidore continued this work by guiding the king and the people. He helped the king strengthen Catholic teachings across the kingdom. This set an example for other Visigoths to follow. To help the conversion process, Isidore supported church councils. These councils included both Catholic and Arian leaders. Isidore helped them understand the true teachings of the faith. He encouraged peaceful dialogue, which led to greater unity. Through his efforts, Isidore helped the Visigoths become fully Catholic. This ended the religious division in Spain. It also made the church stronger and more united. His work helped create a lasting Catholic identity in Spain. Saint Isidore of Seville was canonized in 1598. This was many centuries after his death in 636 AD. The church recognized his life's work in spreading the faith, teaching others, and preserving knowledge. His writings were important to both the church and society. In 1722, Pope Innocent XIII declared Isidore a doctor of the church. This title is given to saints whose teachings help the church in a special way. Isidore became known as the schoolmaster of the Middle Ages. His encyclopedia, the Etymologiae, remained a key source of learning for centuries. Saint Isidore of Seville's feast day is celebrated on April 4th. Catholics around the world honor his contributions to the church on this day. It is a special time to remember his work in education, unity, and faith. In Spain, Isidore is celebrated as one of the country's great saints. Isidore of Seville is the patron saint of students, scholars, and schoolchildren. He's also the patron saint of the internet, computer users, and tech workers. This patronage comes from his efforts to organize and share knowledge widely, much like the internet does today. Now friends, St. Carlo Acutis is widely recognized as a patron of the internet, but he shares this distinction with St. Isidore. While Isidore is the traditional patron due to his ancient encyclopedia, Carlo is the modern patron because he actually used the internet for his ministry. St. Isidore was proposed for the role in the late 1990s and became the popular choice for IT professionals and researchers. St. Carlo became the natural candidate for the younger generation, or Gen Z Catholics. Once his cause for sainthood began, as he lived in the digital age, St. Isidore's legacy is also found in his dedication to education and unity. His work helped shape the church and European culture. He showed that learning and faith go hand in hand. Today, St. Isidore of Seville inspires Catholics to value education, faith, and the sharing of knowledge. His life reminds us that both wisdom and faith can lead others closer to God. Like I said just now, Saint Isidore of Seville wrote many important works. His most famous book is the Etymologiae. It is an encyclopedia that collected knowledge from different fields. It includes grammar, medicine, history, and theology. It became a key textbook in Europe for over 900 years. It helped preserve the knowledge of the ancient world and share it with the Middle Ages. Isidore also wrote the history of the Goths, Vandals, and Suebi. This book tells the story of Spain's history and the tribes that ruled there. It helped people understand Spain's past and its conversion to Christianity. His other works, like On the Nature of Things, explained science from a Christian point of view. He wanted to connect faith with the natural world. Isidore of Seville's writings had a big impact on theology. His book Sententiae was a summary of Catholic teachings. It was used to teach priests and bishops. It helped guide church leaders in understanding theology and moral teachings. It also shaped the way theology was taught in medieval schools and universities. His works also influenced culture and education. By organizing information clearly, he made learning easier. His encyclopedia helped monks and scholars learn about the world, religion, and language. It became a foundation for education in medieval Europe, where his writings encouraged a culture of learning within the church and society. Saint Isidore of Seville's life offers several practical and spiritual lessons, particularly regarding the value of knowledge and the power of persistence. Number 1. Persistence over perfection. As a child, Isidore struggled significantly with his studies and even tried to run away from school. He was famously inspired by watching a dripping spring wear a hole into a solid rock. He realized that if tiny drops of water could change a stone through constant repetition, he could master his studies through small, consistent efforts. He continued to learn and grow, becoming one of the greatest teachers of his time. His story encourages us not to be discouraged by difficulties. We can ask God for help and keep trying, whether it's learning something new or living our faith better. Number 2, faith and reason together. Isidore is a prime example of the doctor of the Church, who saw no conflict between religious faith and secular knowledge. His encyclopedia, the Etymologiae, covered everything from medicine and law to agriculture and music. He believed that education was essential for a thriving civilization and required every diocese to build a seminary that taught liberal arts alongside theology. Number 3, the balance of action and contemplation. Isidore lived by the principle that a complete life requires both internal spiritual growth and external service. He famously wrote, "When we pray, we talk to God. When we read, God talks to us." Despite his immense intellectual stature, he spent the last 6 months of his life in radical charity, giving away his wealth and opening his home to the poor until his death. Number 4, cultural stewardship. Living during the Dark Ages following the fall of the Roman Empire, Isidore saw himself as a protector of knowledge. He painstakingly collected fragments of classical wisdom that would have otherwise been lost, effectively preserving the foundations of Western civilization for future generations. Now, friends, let us end our session today with a simple prayer inspired by his life. Dear Lord, grant me the persistence of Saint Isidore. Just as the dripping water wears away the stone, help me to be patient with my own slow progress and to find wisdom in small daily efforts. Guide my mind as I seek knowledge and help me to use the tools of our age, the internet, and all shared information to build others up and seek the truth. May I always remember that when I pray, I speak to you, and when I learn, you speak to me. Amen. Thank you, friends, for watching and joining me in the story of Saint Isidore of Seville. Hope you can learn a thing or two from him. If you enjoyed this video, please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more faith-inspiring contents, reflections, stories, and many more. Take care, everyone. Stay safe and healthy as usual. See you next time, and God bless you always.